if you've seen how our mail is handled, you know that it is not handled gently. I don't care how many fragile stickers you put on there. It's not going to be handled fragilely. So you really do have to cushion everything, package everything just right to make sure that they arrive safely. Today I'm going to be packaging up some cookies for the ICing Smiles Cookie Club. They deliver cookies throughout the year to kids that they've made birthday cakes for. And I think these cookies came out really cute. So I definitely don't want anything to happen to these in the mail because we want to deliver smiles, not sadness and tears, even though if they arrive broken, it's probably going to be my tears because I spend so much time making these. I want to make sure they're handled with care, and it starts with packaging. So besides our sweet cookies, a few things we're going to need is we're going to need some kind of packaging. I like this bubble wrap, and I cut it. This is a rectangle, but I would say it's about 10 by 12 inches. And I have just cut a whole stack of those. We're going to need, I use ribbon, some labels. These are my cookie care instructions, some labels with who they're from, some cardboard here just for some extra packaging stability, scissors, tape. So, and then for the cookie club, we include one of these cards. And I always just throw in some stickers in the box with all of my orders. This is what I use. I get these boxes just at Walmart. This is the 12 by 8 by 10 box. You can kind of see the size of this. I would use this for if you're doing like 2 dozen big cookies, 3 dozen. I don't know if 4 dozen would fit in here or not. And then this is the size I use for my ICing Smiles boxes every month. It's 11 by 7.5 by 5.5. And I'll show you what that kind of looks like all built out. It looks like this. So I always just put ribbon in it, and you can go ahead and just tape that down to the bottom. Ribbon in it so that I can tie it up afterwards, and it looks really nice. And then I line it with some tissue paper. All right, let's get started. Okay, so I like to take a sheet of this. You want the bubble wrap to go in towards the cookie, and then I take 2 cookies that are the same shape, which all of these cookies are the same shape, and you want to put them back to back like that. All of my labels also, I print myself on my thermal printer, which is probably one of the best investments I bought when I started making cookies. So I just put those back to back, set those in there, wrap it like that, and then fold each end in, and then I tape this, and you have like a little bundle of 2. I should have had my tape ready, but this way it is really secure. Okay, keep that like that, and it's good. It's kind of loose in there, but it's inside that bubble wrap, and it'll keep it safe. You also want to make sure your cookies are completely dry before you even package them. I would suggest heat sealing them in individual bags just like this. And so we're going to go through and do this for each set. And this is why I like to use an even number of cookies. That way I have a match for every cookie to be paired with, because I think it helps stabilize them a little bit in the shipping. All right. Okay, so we're going to get all of those packaged up. Another thing I like to do is I take one of these big bags and I'll put the cookie instructions in here. These are the care instructions. And then I'll put some stickers in there. Have all kinds of funny, cute ones. I like the ones when the animals are blowing the bubbles and they have the bubble gum in their mouth. I think those are cute. And I kind of consider, like, if I'm sending these to a kid, what they might like, that kind of thing. All right. So now I'll just stick these in here. And then we'll take one of these. I'm going to cut this off. So if you use the Walmart boxes, I recommend going through Pirate Ship, and I just use my scale that I have at home, like my food scale and my kitchen scale. I would do that, put that in there, and then I put one of my labels on there just so they know who it's from. And then we'll put that on the top of our package when we seal it all up, and when it arrives, it'll look all nice. So I could recommend using Pirate Ship. You can go online and just type in all the information about your package, how much it weighs, the size and everything, and then buy your shipping label off of there. And then I just print it off with my thermal printer on labels just like these 4x6 labels. I'll link all of this down below in case you wanted to check it out. But that thermal printer, I use it all the time. I really can't imagine having to buy labels anymore. I did at first, but they were so expensive. Okay, so we got a few more of these to do. I think these little balloon animals turned out so cute. I hope they bring somebody a smile. Why do I keep forgetting to tear off the tape? Usually what I do is I tear off several pieces and I'll just stick it on the counter here. That way it's ready to go. But today, I keep forgetting, I guess. And if you're interested in making cookies for the ICing Smiles Cookie CLub, I'll put their link down below too. I think it's a really great organization. It is a deed from the heart, an act of kindness, and I think it's a great way to make some cookies that you want to make instead of ones that people order and request. Sometimes those aren't always what you want to make, or you see an idea and want to try it. It's a great way to do that. So I just thought the balloon animals would be really cute and something that a lot of kids would like, or adults would like. I like balloon animals too. All right, so we have all those wrapped up. Now we're going to take our box. Let me just zoom out a little bit. So we're going to take our box and I line it with some more bubble wrap. Almost forgot. You know I was missing something. Alright. So we're just going to do this. We want this cushion all the way around. It is a lot of packaging, but when you spend hours making these cookies, you want them to arrive safely. The last thing you want is for them to be ruined in the mail. And I've had really good success with shipping this way. So, let's see which way we have this here. This. Okay. And then we'll go ahead, do this. This time of year, a good thing to look for packaging is pool noodles when they go on sale. You can get those and cut them up to use them as like packing peanuts. Okay, so that's how I'm gonna ship these. That's what it looks like in there. That way, if anything lands on top of the box, this is going to protect it before it gets to the cookies. And I'll add a little packaging here on the sides where it's kind of loose, and some packaging over the top. So like I was saying, the pool noodles, this is the pool noodle cut up, and you can just, it fits in there so nicely for that extra space that you have. And you can cut these however you need. Like here's a long one, so I feel like that one's going to be a little bit too thick to put over there. I might just cut it in half like that. Put it in like that way. You don't want these so tight that anything that hits them is going to break the box, but you don't want to just leave them loose either. I don't think I need that one. So now I'm just going to take some bigger bubble wrap here, and I just push that down everywhere, and then I'll fold this in, and by the time I get this all folded in, it's going to be pretty snug. Then I'll fold my tissue paper in like this. Tuck this in on the side so it looks nice. And then I'll add that on top of there. That way when they open it, so I'll do it this way. And then I'll tie this in a bow here. Don't pay attention to my bow's tying skills, because my mother has given me a complex about how I tie bows, and she says that I do it backwards, and I don't understand how to do it any other way. So I think that I'm not doing it backwards every time, but for some reason they just don't turn out that great. So just trim the bow here, and then isn't that sweet? That's how they'll get their package. All right, so now we're going to close the top up. You don't want there to be any gaps in it, so you know that doesn't shake. I need a long piece of tape. This is when it's helpful to have an extra set of hands, but sometimes it's not possible. All right. Going to be long enough. All right, let's try this again here. I'll hold it against me and take that down. There we go. Then on the bottom, I always fold the bottom like this, where it's like, you know, fold one side, this side, this side, this side, tuck it under, and I tape it also. good idea to tape the sides like this. I just don't want anything to get in there. If it's like sitting on somebody's porch or something, even though all my cookies are sealed, I'm just particular about it. I'm gonna seal that side. So now this is going to be ready for our shipping label to go on the top.